This article presents a very positive, joyful, triumphant view of this phenomenon, and it raises many very good points. Kids are bored in the classroom. Kids often think the teachers aren't teaching them what they really need to know. They often think that they know more than their teachers in important areas like computer, and they're right. In my case, they're certainly right. They know much more than I know. And so many kids just kind of tune out, turn off. School is irrelevant. And probably for them, this is right. Telelearning presents an alternative. That is, they learn at their own pace. The programs are varied, graphics, animation, blah, 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 blah. They can learn as fast, as quickly, or as slowly as they want. That is, they are not held back by the speed of their fellow students in the classroom. They determine what they learn themselves and how fast they learn. So a speedy learner, or more to the point, a person who is really interested in learning things can learn incredibly fast. And that's certainly true. They learn at their own pace, so when and where they want. All they need is a computer. Also, textbooks are very expensive, criminally expensive. And new editions come out every 2 or 3 or 4 years. This forces schools to spend vast sums on textbooks. The textbook probably should be obsolete. It should be obsolete. All of that can appear on the computer much more cheaply, much more efficiently. Learning changes all the time, especially in some subjects. Good point. Good point. It's entertaining, it's interesting, and so forth. The textbooks just need a computer. The negative side, which is raised in this article only at the very end, in a very brief paragraph, that's interesting, is that, of course, the person is hooked up, wired, so to speak, to the computer. No human interaction, no group interaction, no human contact. So once again, it's that isolation, that scary isolation that technology invites us to. The isolation of the headphones, the isolation of the computer, the isolation even of TV. This is not good, and a certain amount of it, it seems to me, I see no harm to it. But some people, the people who are obsessive in this, are social misfits, or become them often, I think, will have psychological problems, probably. Now, in an earlier article that we read that in Korea, maybe 11% of the PC-bong people belong to this obsessive group. But that's not a reason to abolish computers or even PC-bongs. Anyway, very interesting ideas here, but the absence of socialization is a disturbing one. My own son, my third son, Bernard, who may be here in 2 weeks, has been homeschooled now for 2.5 years. Homeschooled means hooked up to the computer. I would like to know his real feelings about this, but on the whole it hasn't been very successful. The problem is that this doesn't raise, okay, we have here people who I guess need high school diplomas, university diplomas, and they have to take a lot of courses that they don't want to take, required courses. And when they're left alone with the computer, then it's very easy for them to neglect their studies in these subjects they don't like and focus only on the subjects that they do like. The end result of this, though, is people without diplomas. People without diplomas are not going to get jobs. This is a little scary, and this is the reason why probably my son will be coming over here. He's been wired for 2.5 years, but he went months without doing homework, as we learned last year. And he's a very bright boy, so I'm a little skeptical about that isolation, that doing whatever you feel like doing, the lack of social environment, social interaction, even peer pressure. there are some problems. Thank you.